So I was sitting here in Studio One in Washington waiting to go on the air after Donald Trump had the news conference where Chris Christie endorsed him. And I was going to talk about Trump's utter mastery of the news cycle and how he keeps manipulating the media so that he's at the center of every narrative. Then Trump gave a speech and Fox went to it live. And half an hour later, I'm still sitting here. I glance over at the monitors and every other cable news channel is taking it, even as the speech contained a lot of the things that Trump has said before. So I've changed my whole view on this. The guy gets too much airtime. All right, so here's what's significant about the Christie endorsement. You've probably heard me say before, the media love endorsements, most voters don't care. And even though the fact that with the clock ticking down to Super Tuesday, Trump managed to change the subject from a debate on CNN where he got scratched up pretty well, particularly by Marco Rubio, held his own, but certainly had some difficult moments, into the fact that one of his former competitors was endorsing him. That even isn't the most important thing that happened. The most important thing that happened is that the remnants of the Republican establishment and the conservative commentators who cannot stand Trump and the liberal commentators who think Trump is somewhere between a joke, a bigot, and a demagogue and a fascist, they are all engaged in an increasingly desperate attempt to paint this guy as being totally out of the mainstream. So along comes Chris Christie, who's a second-term governor in a blue state, who ran for president, who has a lot of friends in the media, who certainly is part of the political establishment, even though he has a kind of a rebellious personality, and he embraces Trump. And that, I think, sends a signal to other people who might want to endorse Trump, and maybe that's the beginning of some crumbling of the establishment opposition to Trump. By the way, Christie said he expects to or intends to fully serve out his term of governor of New Jersey. Translation, he's available for VP if Donald wants him. Now, the debate was fascinating because even though Rubio finally did what the press wanted him to do and attacked Trump, and they went toe-to-toe, Cruz did some attacking as well, there was so much yelling and so much crosstalk, and these guys talking over each other. It was one eccentric moment after another, and Wolf Blitzer at CNN just utterly lost control of the debate at several points. So I think that blunted the whole thing. I think that many of these attacks canceled each other out because it was such a professional wrestling match. Doesn't mean Rubio didn't help himself, but just with the clock ticking down to Super Tuesday, I didn't see anything in that debate to threaten Trump's strong position going into the biggest voting day for delegates in the Republican primary contest. And now with Christie on his side, he seems to have that element of momentum, which is making the pundits say, after writing him up for so long, he's the odds-on favorite to win this thing.